Today we are going to do Bal Kanda Part 3. Rakshasi Tadaka. Vishwamitra led the way and the brothers followed. Both were armed with bows, arrows, and swords. They reached the confluence of rivers Sarayu and Jahnavi and spent the night at a hermitage. The next morning, they crossed the river by boat and reached the southern bank. Soon they came to a dense forest full of wild animals. This was once a flourishing settlement, but look what it has turned into, Vishwamitra said, all because of an evil Rakshasi called Tadaka. You need to kill her. Father had ordered me to do as you bid, said Rama. He plucked hard at the string of his bow. The sound vibrated and echoed through the forest. On hearing this, Tadaka came rushing. Rama and Lakshmana fought hard. Kill her before evening falls, insisted Vishwamitra. Rakshasas are more powerful when it is dark. Rama killed Tadaka with a 10th arrow that went right through her heart. Even the gods were pleased. Protecting the sages, they spent the night by that dense forest and resumed their journey the next morning. After some time, a mountain appeared on the horizon. There, inside the forest at the foothills, was Siddhaswaram, the hermitage where Vishwamitra lived. Rama and Lakshmana were greeted by other sages and served food. They rested a while and then asked Vishwamitra to prepare for his yajna. The yajna began the next day. For 6 days there was no trouble as the brothers stood constant guard. In the evening of the sixth day, frightful growls that thundered in the sky and blood began to rain over a holy fire. As the Rakshasas arrived, Rama shot a hail of arrows. The force of arrows threw Marich into the whole ocean hundreds of miles away. Subahu was killed by an arrow of fire. The other Rakshasas fell soon after. The yajna was successfully completed. Vishwamitra blessed Rama and praised him for his bravery. Sita, the princess of Mithila. Early next morning, Vishwamitra said to Rama, King Janak of Mithila would be performing a grand yajna. Let us attend. There, I will show you a gigantic bow. It is so tough that neither gods nor demons could ever string it. Rama was curious, and they all set off towards Mithila. They traveled northwards and crossed the Sone River. They went past Girivaraja, crossed River Jahnavi by boat, and landed at the city of Vishala. Finally, after journeying for several days, they reached Mithila. Janak was a saintly king. Although a king, he used to plow his own land. Years ago, while plowing the land, he had found a newborn girl from under the ground. He named her Sita and reared her as his own daughter. As they met, King Janak greeted Vishwamitra. The sage introduced the two princes of Ayodhya to Janak, and the king was delighted.